Hey Kiara, how's it going? Oh, ad playing. There's usually an ad playing. I never seem to ever get any sort of revenue from them. Hey Kiara, how's it going? Yeah, not too bad. I don't know if you saw the tweet, but I'm wearing the contacts for my Lara Croft cosplay right now. Uh, Week off's not been quite as stress relieving as I'd hoped, but hey, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm going to try and relax a bit. I actually just see if they show up on webcam. Yeah, not really. Suppose problem is you can't really see my eye colour on my webcam feed. But anyways, I think my cold's more or less gone, and we've got an hour and a half before the D&D stream starts. So let's we can do some Phoenix right before then. Yep. Just get these links posted in Discord. Hey Nick, how's it going? Oh my gosh. Is there something? Is there a word for it if you're like hungover from streaming? Because I think I've got that from the stream last night. Hey Goggles, you're ready for a less weird visual novel? I think we all are. Oh, thanks for giving Kiara a shout out, Nick. Anyways, just get these links finished. Okay, all done. Right, I did this a moment ago anyway, but just so you have a larger view, you can't really see it, but I'm wearing the round contacts for my Lara Croft cosplay. Ace Attorney trilogy. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Don't know if I might need to get some darker contacts, but yeah, they'll do. I mean, to be honest, contacts aren't really that necessary for a cosplay, but they can add quite a bit. Anyways, hopefully you can all see that. Give me a shout if there's any trouble with the audio levels. Music should just about be kicking in. I completely forgot that we ended last session with Larry Butts' new artist persona. Okay, audio's good. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Goggles. Sorry if I occasionally cough. Larry's outfit is 10 out of 10. Yeah, to be fair, it's kind of iconic. I guess it's supposed to be one of those artist overalls over something else, but you forgot about the NFT sweater, Nick. I'll be fair, I don't think that's anywhere near as ugly as any NFTs going. Alright, anything new to look at? Already exhausted all of those options. Show my badge. Hey, I know it might not look it, but I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif. Picky, aren't you? Okay, just getting a default message for everything. Okay, anything I've not examined around here? Apparently not. Okay, guess I must need a clue of some sort. Unless I need to ask him about people. Oh yeah, her! My little Iris. She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Yeah, You always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a sec. Didn't you say you were swearing off women? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. I have, basically, but Iris is different. I feel like I still have one chance left at the dream. This guy will never change. Everyone. Hey, Pearly. Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright. I can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm going to go to the Inner Temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look at where Mystic Mayor is going to be training. So is there going to be a murder at the dinner? February the 7th, 7:46 PM. Hazakura Temple, main hall. I mean, like, it's Ace Attorney, there's got to be a murder eventually, right? Boy, am I stuffed. Are you sure it's alright to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is a battle of endurance. Mystic Mayor, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. Goggles, murder at dinner, what is this, an Agatha Christie novel? I mean... No pain, no gain, I guess. I'm still worried about you. I've completely forgotten what voice I gave this lady. Well, well, well. Let's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. You must get ready for tonight. Good luck, Mayor. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 for lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini. And then, after you ring the bell, I want you to come and join us at the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Mayor and Bikini really seem so excited about this training thing tonight. Hey Yan, how's it going? Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Sister Bikini goggles. It's given exactly that much explanation. I'm assuming it's supposed to be a Dragon Ball Z reference or something, but... Well, if you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? I'd love to. Powers is absolutely smitten with Miss Doonim. So Larry, what are you gonna do? Huh? Me? Well, oh hey there, bot. And goodbye, bot. I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. Goggles, you can't see a bot without hearing Nick bellowing. You wanna be famous? It's not helpful, but it is funny. Just like Nick. Nah, I'm just kidding. I totally hear you there. Miss Elise. So, for example, how do you read this? It says gravelly. That's kind of a tough word. Oh, okay. What about this word? Kiara, you want to be sedated? That's another tough one. It says roast. What kind of book is she reading anyway? One about very gravelly roasts, obviously. Well, I'm going to wash the dishes and help clean up. Nick, gravelly roast, that's what downtown person eats on Sunday. I mean, to be fair, it was someone else entirely who... No, wait. That guy was the one opposed to eating gravel. Well, I'm going to wash the dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Well, not much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. Nick, oh yeah, the author hated gravel but was pro shiny stones. Yeah. Pretty sure that was the hobo. I don't know, I think it was the Nokia guy. Oh, Mikey was pro parasite. Oh yeah, there was Mikey, the author, and the other guy was, not the hobo, the other guy. The pillow guy from the Just Give Up ending. My god, last night feels like a fever dream. Well, not much to do except head to my room and huddle up under the covers, I guess. Randy, that was it. February the 7th, 9:12 PM. Hazakura Temple, main hall. Nick, poor Randy, he never got his swan waifu. Okay. I remember all this happening, but I just don't believe it. It's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Why couldn't the nearest bathroom just be a little closer to my room? Mr. Wright? Oh, Miss Stoneham. Are you going to use the bathroom too? No. But have you seen Pearl? Goggles. Dartan existed but in a fever dream state. Precisely. No, not since after dinner. I thought you said you was going to go to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm going to go look for her. Excuse me. Miss Elise Stoneham. A woman as mysterious in origin as her last name. But the really mysterious one is... Oh. Sister Iris. Good evening. The really mysterious one is this girl. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? Okay, for those who haven't followed the entire plot line, basically this girl looks like his ex-girlfriend who was actually a multiple murderer who tried to frame him and a string of other people for her murders, and was also nearly made his mentor give up law after her first case. I can't let this chance pass me by. I should try to talk with her and maybe get some answers. Yeah, she was a total catch, Kiara. Your sister Iris, right? Yes. So, when did you come to Hazakura Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. So you've never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. I see. But did you go to college? And maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department? No, I never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and a cell phone too. That's not exactly something worth bragging about. I don't see any cyclops. So I guess that means she's not lying. But please don't stare at me like that. Oh hey Mr. Blue, how's it going? Yep, not doing too bad. Kind of drained from a cold and streaming whatever the heck Dial's ham was last night, but... Oh, you could be better. Sorry to hear that. I hope the rest of the weekend looks up for you. What kind of a place is this anyway? I heard it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that. It must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you. Well, I have to admit, it is a whole different world up here. I'm glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with dead people. Who does it help anyway? I hate it. Really? So then why stay in a place like this? Is something wrong? I didn't realise it was so late. I have to go ring the bell for lights out. I guess it's almost 10 now, huh? Mr. Wright? Yes? If it's alright with you, I'd like you to have this. But this is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. What, it keeps you sober? Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. Iris hood received from Iris. That seems logical. A magical hood said to offer protection from evil spirits. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. Wait a minute, Sister Iris. Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said Mr. Wright. Dun dun dun. How do you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris, please tell me the truth. You and I, have we ever met before? Uh-oh. Iris? Pictured when anyone asks Iris about her D&D character. Oh, it's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow. Gong, gong. I suppose it's completely unnecessary to read those out loud, considering there's a gong sound. So my hunch was correct. She does know me. I'll have to try and talk with her again tomorrow. Those are certainly a series of shortening ellipses. What the? That blood-curdling scream came from the courtyard. February the 7th, 11:06 PM. Hazakura Temple Courtyard. That scream, I'm sure it came from around here. There! Someone's there! On the ground! Mr. Nim? Well, that's certainly a plot twist. Squish. I just stepped on something soft. Hey, don't step on my tummy like that. What are you doing lying there in the snow? I passed out. What do you think? So that blood-curdling scream was you? But forget about that. Hurry up and call the police. Is there even a phone in the main hall? No, but we still get reception up here in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you, right? I didn't bring it with me. Oh, you're useless. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We've got no choice. You'll have to use the public phone by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run as fast as you can. Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will... February the 7th, 11:18 p.m. Dusky Bridge. It's farther than I thought. The bridge is just up ahead. I have to go tell Mayor what happened too. Dusky Bridge. It's burning down. What the heck happened? Now, if it's not one thing, it's another. What are you doing here? What is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Larice. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakura Temple. And someone is responsible. What? The murderer must have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Mayor is safe. But... Please call the police. I've got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. Larry's the most... Well, Phoenix is the most relatable character, in that he would rather run across a burning bridge than make a phone call. It's too dangerous, Nick. Wait. I must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Crack. Nick! Weakened even more by the fire, the rickety old bridge's plank snapped and gave way. And as I was swallowed up by the eternal darkness that surrounded me, a final terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of that harrowing night. To be continued. Okay, that's just 30 minutes of stream, so... Yep, I hope this isn't foreshadowing the D&D session. Date, question marks, time, question marks, location. So, dating the Pokemon rival at the Pokemon rival within the Pokemon rival. Okay, I'm retracting that. 4 damage without grounded, unlikely. Yeah, that's true. Ring, 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 ring. Okay, whose voice is this? Took the words right out of your mouth, Kiara. Who could that be at this time of night? Beep. Oh. Yes. Edgeworth speaking? Edgy, get up. It's an emergency. Larry? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry. It's Larice. Larice Stoneim. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait, don't hang up. It's an emergency. It's Nick. He took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking. His life's in danger. What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy of bad luck. He might already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one who can help. My Iris, my beautiful Iris. She needs help. Interesting Stargate fanfiction there. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention centre. Please, hurry. Beep. It's been 1 year since I left that country. Japan or America, Edgeworth. See, this is actually how you know Phoenix and Edgeworth are made for each other. Phoenix would rather run across a burning bridge than make a phone call. And Edgeworth is furious he received one. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it wouldn't be a pretty reunion. As if I expected anything to change. Goggles. Regarding Japan or America, yes. I mean, that's fair. February the 8th, 2:19 PM. Detention Centre, Visitors Room. Okay, who's in the dock? You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet so I could come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Got you there. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nikki's Maya, and Iris Bikini. Huh? Say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Rice a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. That's fair. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Denim. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yeah, that's right, you got it. But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris. And here I was convinced that he was the one... Oh. And here I was convinced that he was the one who the police are arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other? And the other, he couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I'm begging you. Iris's trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one who can represent her. Oh my god, I love this. I love this so much. I played this game like 10 years ago and I never finished the chapter, and I absolutely love this. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What are you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Maurice said that he might even die. Fortunately, he'll be fine. Larry, you moron. How can you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but he is otherwise unharmed. Thank goodness. But he's caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. Well, that's topical. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. So yeah, just for those not keeping track, basically Miles was the prosecutor in the first case, where this lady, or I know, her doppelganger or something, turned out to be the criminal. Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to the temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at the temple that's temple then? I've committed some sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train, to purify my soul. Well, that's ominous. I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner. Then I went back to my room at about 8 o'clock. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10 o'clock. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then? And then? I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? Okay, there's the Cyclops. What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. Oh, wow. Someone's purchased something for me on Throne. Items on my wish list have been purchased. Bar American cream soda. Fan message. Cream. Well then. This is exciting. For those who don't know, I think I set up a message for Throne. But yeah, I guess I'll find out how that goes. Doesn't say who got it for me or anything, unless you want to say who you are in the chat. But seriously, I was literally just about to run out of cream soda, so thank you. Nick, enjoy your cream. Thanks, Nick. Oh, hey, Al. How's it going? I've just been purchased a large amount of cream soda. It's Friday, so good. Yep, cream soda. My favourite non-alcoholic beverage, served cold. Goggles, you thought that message was suspiciously similar to his tea one. Yep, that's Nick. Buying us all drinks, I guess. Nick has a brand and it's screaming. Al, how am I? A bit woozy from my cold. Slightly burnt out from whatever it was we were streaming on Nick's channel last night. I'm testing out the contact lenses for my Lara Croft cosplay. So I don't think the camera actually picks it up, but my eyes are currently brownish. Nolus, what's up? Your battery's not going to last long enough for you to think of anything cool to say, so hi. Oh, well, thanks for dropping by. I hope your battery situation improves. Well, anyway, for those who just joined us, Kiara crossing an arm at the mention of Nick. Oh, come on. You can forgive him for distracting me from streaming with D&D streaming. Oh yeah, for those not keeping who've just got here, we're currently playing as Edgeworth, who's become a defence attorney now apparently because Rice asked him to. Well, anyways. Goggles, you're not sure if this is right and proper. And that's right, rise for the BisectedBrioche stream national anthem. Goggles, you'll see yourself out. No, your punishment is to remain trapped here. Kiara, you're already stood. Well then. Let's continue with the visual novel. These must be what Wright was talking about. The psychologs. I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. Kiara, no, the punishment is making 8-bit Goggles Canadian. No less bisected TASMR. Oh, were you trying to use the emoji? It's if you type a colon, then start typing T. That should do it. Or you could just click on the emojis thing. Or you could just use 8-bit Goggles' T-Troid emoji. Also works. So, do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes. Spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I cannot accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I'm certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Donim? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Those psycholog things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. Heh. What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes. At the trial tomorrow, he asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I'll gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? I guess you could say she knows right from wrong. Why would you ask me that? Al approves. Kiara is slow clapping, then walking away. This is the result I hope for. Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Goggles, you feel best about your god-awful pun. Tss, no one should feel bad about any sort of pun on these streams. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He is a very dear and indispensable friend. We've been married for 5 years. Nolus, phone's apparently overheating. You'd better disappear. Well, thanks for dropping by briefly. I hope your phone situation gets sorted out. Nick, yep, friend, sure. Just guys being pals. Wait. Just boys being boys with each other, you know? Just bands. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him. I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Yep, Goggles, precisely. Just husbands. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Okay, I guess I don't get anything if I try to use the maggot hammer, but just for completion's sake. Wyvern, what does Superman like in his water? Krypton ice? Oh, justice. I see what you did there.
Take that!
Okay. Since I've been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? Evil spirits?
Take that!
Perhaps this is what you were afraid of. Well? I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Huh? Why is your voice trembling like that? It's just that your eyes are scaring me. Oh, blast. I must be trying too hard to bluff. Please excuse me. I'm still not used to this role I've been assigned. No, I should apologise for being such a scaredy cat. Anyway, I'm still determined to find the answers to this mystery. But I'm telling you, I really was in my room last night. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what are you so afraid of? Okay, I guess I need to go to the crime scene and find the evidence for that. Okay, let's see. Got another 30 minutes. February the 8th, Dusky Bridge. It sure is cold, alright. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Whose voice is this? Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe? Long time no see. It's been about a year. Or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch. And there's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess. You're transferred by HR to the local precinct. A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. Yep, heart gum sugar horse. I heard that you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was going to get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell ya. Prosecutor Godot. Must be the one I'm waiting for. I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple as does, as they say. Oh, you got no idea how much I miss that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. Goggles, you're about to make a waiting joke. I'm sorry. Not sorry. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness to sort the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here? On this freezing cold mountain? Okay, they just set up for that pun, didn't they? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. Al, you were going to make the joke, but decided to wait for someone else to make it. You weren't disappointed. How ironic. I may have to talk to this bikini lady, decisive witness, myself. Yep, that's right, Goggles. 1 brain cell. And the streamer gets to use it. I jest, of course. I'm not using any brain cells right now. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through?
Yep. I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross. Here's how it goes, right?
The pun cell is mine. Okay, like, we have 2 brain cells, but one's reserved for puns and puns alone.
Look before you cross. Here's how it goes, right? Or what's that leap?
And, is there something on the other side?
Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without the bridge, sir.
What?
Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there.
Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey.
Oh no, her again. Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir.
Will she be alright in this cold? So how did this bridge burn down anyway?
We're almost 100% sure it was lightning.
Lightning? You mean the character from Final Fantasy XIII? The, gender swapped cloud? That game won't even come out for another 10 years, you fool. So, who is this Prosecutor Goddo? I'd never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a new guy.
Goggles, Lightning Farron crossed games for this, huh?
Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but no one can say a bad word about the guy.
What kind of man is he?
He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good.
If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case?
You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it.
You know who?
Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Goddo has really got it in for Mr. Wright.
Oh.
Yeah, he seemed to have some kind of grudge.
And what would be the cause of this grudge?
Maybe he made fun of his mask or something.
None of this is making any sense. I'd better look into this Goddo myself. You're telling me that the bridge caught fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning?
Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur in a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck.
Weather data added to the court record. A regional weather report for the night of the crime.
I see.
This is a very detailed weather report. Goggles, Edgeworth. Someone having a courtroom grudge against my husband? But that's my thing. Is he cheating on me? What is an affair if not an IRL shipping war? Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. Yep, I'm not wrong.
Oh, that? We got the information from the witness's testimony.
Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness?
Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir.
Goggles, you hate it, but I'm not wrong.
that thing doing on your lapel, Mr. Edgeworth?
Is it really that odd?
You bet it is, sir. A prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge. That's like a detective with a license to kill.
Does this sort of thing hold that ominous of a meaning?
Look, I'm just your everyday simple detective. Don't ask me such tough questions, okay?
That's not something to be proud of, detective. Goggles, you can be forgiven losing a few words here and there. You're losing your mind to animation tweaking. I think it's called animation tweening, isn't it? Al, better than animation twerking though. No comment. I like the implication that Phoenix literally just explained every piece of evidence in the court record off camera.
There's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name, her background. We don't know anything really.
That's rather odd. If she was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author? That's a very good question.
I'll bet it's just one of those things, you know. She probably never expected to get so popular. Whenever something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents.
I wonder if Gumshoe has realised it yet. But you could say the exact same thing about him. Your face is more drawn out than the last time I saw you over a year ago.
Really? I thought so.
No, wait. It's not so much drawn out as weary and tired. Or maybe just plain old thin.
I thought that too, sir. My salary's been kinda on the low end. So yeah, my food options have been kinda non-existent. Off-brand chicken soup, off-brand spaghetti, off-brand bread, that sort of stuff.
I thought you were really into instant noodles last year.
I got really sick of the stuff after a while, sir. He's supposed to be Miss Elise Denham's apprentice or something.
Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Al. And the posture check. And stretch. Okay, I needed that. Yep, gotta take care. If you don't look after yourself, who will? I see.
Yeah, he drew a nice portrait of me.
That's nice.
He made me pay him 50 cents for it.
I'm sorry about that.
You don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh yes, I mostly only know him through my boyfriend. I don't really want to talk about him, that's why. Oh, already done this one. I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she?
Nope, can't be. We did a database search with her fingerprints and nothing came up with nothing.
Okay, so she can't actually be the villain of this game. I see. I just can't shake this nagging feeling.
Well, everyone knows that you are quite popular with the ladies, sir.
You know, Gumshoe's saying that.
Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Dumpsville when you were younger.
Detective, where did you hear such nonsense from?
I didn't hear it from anyone. It's just sort of how I imagine you to be, sir.
Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? I literally have a husband. I usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school, but I've never seen or heard of this person.
I've got to admit, he's puzzling all right.
Nick, D&D is cancelled, like he's not feeling well enough for it tonight. Ah, sorry to hear that. How's that is that gonna shift it to next week then, or? Okay, Kiara, I get you doing a bit there, but that's not really funny. You're looking at the game. Nick, you can't really guarantee like he's feeling well enough, so we'll keep going with the group session next week. Oh, you weren't talking about Leggy, you're talking about the game. Fair enough, Kiara. You'll handle Luggy's stuff in DMs when they're feeling better. Ah, that's fair. Kinda sucks, but I guess I'll just keep streaming for a bit longer then.
He just appeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hands.
Sounds like an interesting man.
Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiatos lately.
Okay, let's examine this area. So this is the bridge, right to try to cross.
Pretty reckless if you ask me.
I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here.
Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Now I see how he manages to win his cases in court. Blind luck.
I think dumb luck suits Ride just a bit better.
Hey, it's a public phone. You don't see a lot of these anymore.
That's true.
Since we've got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento?
Well, sure, why not?
Oh darn it, I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir.
Okay, this is pretty much the sort of represents the threshold where mobile phones were common in wide place, but smartphones weren't. What's so special about public phones, and why is he so fascinated by them? Well, Edgeworth, he just thinks they're cool. Some letters are wildly engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Dusky Bridge. It certainly is an appropriate name.
You need to get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That says Dusty Bridge. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. You're the one
who needs glasses, Detective. Try reading it one more time.
Ah, you're right. It's Dusky Bridge after all.
I wonder if this was a joke about katakana in the original Japanese, and this was their best option for translating it.
I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. There's a little shack down that way called Heavenly Hall. A shack? It's like a run-down doghouse for losers who can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir.
The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace.
Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. I'd call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles.
That's not such a great name if you ask me.
Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir.
It looks like a pretty good distance to that far cliff.
Yeah, it's gotta be around 100 yards or so.
Detective, that's not even close to 100 yards.
Well, I've got to admit, I'm not very good at judging distances.
It's about 20 yards or so, and impossible to cross without a bridge, it seems. Oh, hey Terrace, how's it going? D&D's been cancelled, so I'm probably going to be streaming a bit longer than usual today. How's things with you? Also, I'm wearing the contacts for my Lara cosplay. February the 8th. Hazakura Temple, main gate. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? Hey, Tokenala. He gave the impression he is not a good detective. Yeah, Gumshoe does give that impression. Meow meow indeed. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Right is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder.
Hey, wait a sec. Hold it. Objection. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another and... What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney?
Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor. That's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth... Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy. I don't see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. What's with butts and sherbet right now? I'd say more like sorbet. It's rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Here's tea for Spoopy. Yeah, they kind of are. At least until I pass the baton on to Right, that is. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? Larry, I'm gay. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent... Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. If I had a penny for every time you said that. Well, it's just that Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Anyone could be murderer. Anyone? Even you? Larry? Where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Don't underestimate hashtag Maggie did it. Yan, you a murderer? Oh noes. Do you have an alibi? You know, if Capcom weren't cowards, they'd have an Ace Attorney game where the main suspect was Iaseki'd in from the real world. Nala, Simpson's baby, shot Burns. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? Pixel, your alibi is that you never do anything as cool as murdering someone. Objection, you're very cool. Also, how's it going? You think I might have done it? Literally the entire chat right now. What? Get lost. Go back on your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die. Well, Nala, this stream does not advocate for the cool crime of murder. Kiara, ask Invisible Girl. Yeah, that's fair. She does get up to some murder. I'll just ask one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Oh no. It wasn't Larry who did it, was it? As I suspected, psycho logs. I'm sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory's a wreck, dude. Okay, time to investigate, I guess. I suppose this type of thing isn't necessary up here in the mountains.
Say, this just gave me a great idea.
Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not.
I've got an idea for a brand new invention. It might even make me rich.
An invention?
Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. I'll call it a snow car. So, what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride on something like that?
Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. This gate looks quite old, strong enough to resist the weight of time.
That's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. You've got a real flair for words, sir.
I've always appreciated this kind of old timeless elegance.
That's exactly how I feel too. Take this coat for example. Like a fine wine, It gets better with age.
Even a fine wine turns to vinegar and begins to stink at some point. I suggest you wash that atrocious rag you call a coat, detective. Pixel. I'm slashing your salary so you can never begin work on your invention, Gumshoe. Reminder, please do not advocate for political assassination in the chat. It's just not a can of worms worth opening. I can see a small bell tower from here.
Hey, that just reminds me. There's something I've always wondered about.
Something tells me he's about to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not.
We call a person who tells a liar, right? So why don't we call a person who rings a bell a beller? Or a truer for a guy who tells the truth? Oh man, I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight.
I had no idea he was such a deep thinker. That must be the main hall back there.
Brilliant deduction, sir. Are you trying to flatter?
Are you trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe?
Brilliant use of suspense to build tension, sir.
According to Wright, the head nun has some important information. I can't miss the opportunity to speak with her. Okay, through we go then. Do we have anything to... Oh yeah, see if we can get through this then. I feel like the weather report's what's gonna be the answer either way, but... Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really obsessed, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? Well, that was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing, the whole wall in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. Pixel, you forgot multiple characters call him Edgy and it isn't just an internet pet name. Yeah. It's canon, people. And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Dusky Bridge caught on fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I was telling the truth. There are still 3 Psylocks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? Where, you say? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean there? It's impossible for you to have seen the lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Yeah, I just need to show the map for this. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then where were you? You don't know that I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry, and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed the lightning striking Dusky Bridge was from here. Okay, it had to have been here.
Take that!
This is where you were. Well, what do you think, Larry? Oh, not much, I guess. I'm sorry, but what kind of answer is that? Well, you were just making small talk, right? Like, how are you doing or something? Larry, look at the expression on my face. Do I look like I was making small talk? To be honest, no, I guess not. It appears I didn't think it through carefully enough. So where was Larry, and why was he there? Okay, so he couldn't have been at the temple because there's trees and stuff in the way, so he must have been...
Take that!
Okay. Maybe he was on the bridge.
Take that!
Okay, one more guess.
Take that!
Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, if you push yourself anymore, your soul will shatter. Please calm down, collect your thoughts, and try again.
Blast it. I made too many errors.
Okay, I guess I need to find out. Pixel, it's entirely possible Larry isn't thinking things through carefully at all. This is possible. Right, I'm just going to go to the loo and grab myself a cream soda quickly. So everyone be good in chat. And I'm back. Pixel, Larry there, pushing Edgeworth to his mental limit. Kiara, you make no promises, presumably to be good. To be fair, I'd expect that from you. Oh, anyway, it's a good thing Nick's ordered me those cream sodas by phone, because this is literally my last one. Don't know how long it will take for them to arrive, but it's good to know I've got more on the way. So, does everyone think of the Ace Attorney series anyway? February the 8th, Hazakura Temple, Main Hall.
Hey, hello there. So, how are you feeling?
Alright, I suppose. Oh, who is this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. Pixel, great to watch. You've never played anyone but Dual Destinies, and you fell off that at some point around Case 2. Dual Destinies is the one that introduced the, I don't know much about it, but there was a character who's basically a cis girl, but heavily coded as a trans girl, because she spent the entire a large portion of the game presenting as a guy or something. Is that right? My. A handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. Pixel, Athena Sykes, whose power is emotions. Yeah, all I really know about her is, I think someone on TV Tropes described her as, after being unveiled as a girl, girlier than a unicorn dipped in glitter. Which, quite frankly, is, goals. Except not, because, well, it's not really the time for a rant. My. A handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me a boy. And also, I have a husband. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Pixel, you guess you didn't stick with it long enough to get a better understanding of her character. You just remember she was peppy and really into her emotion tech, using her emotion necklace to read emotions. I think this is a callback to earlier. Now, Nick, when you say Iris, do you mean Iris, our friend who plays D&D, or Iris, the character in this game? Usually, yes. Well, you found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy.
Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut.
My stomach is already growling in protest.
Poor Gumshoe, he's already literally on starvation wages. Nick, you're disappointed that all the prep for the D&D session has gone to waste, but you'll be okay. Yeah, that is kind of a bummer. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris?
Well, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about last night.
Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple.
She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that?
I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch.
Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed an incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here?
The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps.
I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. You get the chills pretty easily, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright then. I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard.
Pixel, whatever consistent elements of the world Nick made. NPC's location knowledge still exists, at least. Yep, I'm sure you can reuse everything you had prepared at some point. It must have been past 11. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart.
Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie.
I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other was stabbing her from the back. With a sword.
Did you see this criminal with your own eyes?
I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. But it was Iris. Oh, most of it was leggy specific, Nick. Well, maybe you could sort of roll it into the group session. It took about 8 hours of work in total, but that just happens sometimes. Yeah, living that GM life. Well, at least you didn't see it go to waste because everything went off the rails, eh? You must have been quite shocked.
Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It would be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom. And I happened to witness it from the witness stand.
Wow, lewd.
I'd be pretty shocked too.
I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realised what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out.
Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid.
However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural.
Unnatural?
The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness.
I wonder what she means by that.
Nick, in hindsight, one-on-one with Leggy wasn't a wise choice given how many sessions they'd have to miss. But their character was the reason there were any one-on-ones in the first place. As head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. Yeah, I agree with Val. It sucks. But I also agree with Pixel. The one-on-ones that happened were amazing. Even if it was a reminder everyone has a much cooler character than mine. A bad lower back. Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left a disciple all alone? Nick, psst, don't tell anyone else, but you actually like grounded the most. Nonsense. Pixel. Yep. Yes, real quick, I'd like to steal the entire pearl supply for the School of Illusion. Nick, you love all the characters, but it's nice having a cheery one in the group. Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. Yep, steal all the pearls, stop them identifying anything. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I'd better try to get some more details. So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple? Her name is Mare Faye. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. After all, she went through the after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course.
Special course?
It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me that she's still doing that over the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night we started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you.
Oh, I don't think I like the sound of this.
Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Mayor's little sister.
Maya has a little sister? Oh, you mean Little Pearl? That's Mare Faye's cousin.
Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we finished the dinner cleanup. But I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found.
You mean she was with the victim?
It's all the fault of my stupid creaky old bag. A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone.
As they say, the plot thickens.
When someone secretly puts compost on your garden. What, Pixel? Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection.
Oh, I see.
What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already.
No, I can't. I was just...
Nick, the TTRPGs for trans rights bundle just hit 100k.
Nice.
That's the one for the situation in Texas, isn't it? Yep, seconding what Kiara says. You're a really good DM.
It's just like it was made for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
What do you mean by that, detective? We don't get to see Edgeworth wearing it. No fair. Your imposter syndrome wouldn't let you ever believe that. But thank you. Aw. Makes you feel any better I get some sort of player version of imposter syndrome where I think everyone's better at playing D&D than me. Which is technically impossible because D&D doesn't even work that way. It's not a competitive game, so... It looks absolutely marvellous. You just got to keep it on for a while.
Is this some sort of divine retribution? About this here.
Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachment to much of the transient material realm. Pixel, you'll see if you can't do anything about that next Friday, Brie. Pixel, was that self-defamation? In my stream? Only I'm allowed to do that, and I'm not actually allowed to do that, but I keep doing it anyway because I'm trash. Damn it. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl.
I guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
I see what the script writers did there. About this picture. Goggles, what did you come back to? References to Madonna songs and everyone lamenting the fact that Nick had to the D&D session had to be cancelled because Leggy's not well. You made dinner. Dinner hype. Oh, yep. Also Edgeworth asking for a woman in a bikini. Pixel, you wonder how many references a kid playing these nowadays would get. Yeah, to be fair, I think kids tend... A lot of these pop culture references... stuff people sort of can still pick up on. You made soup. Super. Yeah, I've only eaten a snack today, so I'm probably just going to have a small dinner and go to bed after this stream. Pixel, you had your dinner after you came into the stream. Sausage rolls. The most British of pastries. Kiara, anytime after D&D session is cancelled, you'll always tell the DM that they worked hard and everyone appreciates them. Yeah, it's important to remind your DM their work's appreciated. Also, obviously tell them you enjoyed the session if you enjoyed it, because feedback's important. Yeah, Kiara's good at everything she does. I think it's a Canadian thing. Goggles, the DM appreciators have logged on. Well, look at that. Pretty S to the XE, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Up until recently, we've avoided exposure in such magazines. But this time we had our reasons.
Is that so? For example?
Well, why deny the world the sight of such a lovely face? Pixel, find a DM who's able to act as in-role as Nick when he's calling a character Muckrat. That was such a good scene. Oh. How could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault.
Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to take all the blame yourself.
Quiet. What do you know anyway?
Ouch, you're scary.
With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours, it's too bad you weren't the one that disappeared. Wow.
Why'd she have to take it all out on me?
Her anger does seem a little manufactured. Okay. Let's just take a look around here then.
Oh, it's a warmed cat box. But where are all the cats?
It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room.
Oh, look at all these ancient straw frisbees.
Those are a type of zabuton cushions called Enza.
Why are you giving me such a hard time, Mr. Edgeworth? Why?
Because learning something new might actually be a good thing for you, Detective. There's a flowing script written everywhere on the walls.
Man, I bet you'd have awful nightmares if you tried to sleep in here.
This is our main hall, so it's protected by a variety of magic spells and charms. They're all designed to prevent evil forces from entering.
So if I slept here, the Oogie Woogie Boogie Man wouldn't hunt me down for eternity. Alright.
Does this guy think about anything other than eating or sleeping? Pixel. God damn it, Gumshoe. You need to know this Japanese trivia if you want to live in California. It's an altar with a giant Magatama enshrined on it.
There are lots of candles lined up on it too. You know, I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while.
Maybe you should blow out those candles over there to make up for that.
Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind singing happy birthday to me?
Stop that! Cut that out! Please don't blow out the altar candles. There are more Enza cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack?
Beats me.
Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth.
It looks like an old manila envelope.
Yeah,
What is it, Detective?
this could be it. An ultra-important clue. A super special clue.
I suppose I should just read it myself then.
It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed.
This sounds like a blackmail letter. Note to Iris added to the court records.
Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor. A super-duper prosecutor.
Well, I suppose it takes a super kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Poor Gumshoe. That thing sure casts a strong presence over the whole room. This is the Lesser Magatama. It's a precious heirloom containing a great many souls.
This is lesser? What is the greater one like?
The Greater Magatama is displayed in the main room of Fey Manor. It was supposed to be shown at the Treasures of Korean exhibit, but it was so large that they couldn't bring it through the doors. Okay then. Let's just check the full text of that. What are we at? 2 hours. Guess I'll go for a bit longer. February the 8th. Hazakura Temple, main gate. I don't see Larry anywhere.
Maybe we scare the poor kid away.
His heart was shut tight to a number of cyclogs. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Okay, let's ask him what he thinks of that. Okay. Guess he doesn't have anything to say about it. Back to the detention centre then. February the 8th, detention centre, visitors room. It looks like Iris is being interrogated right now. This place certainly brings back memories.
Oh yeah, come to think of it, you got thrown here too once, didn't you, sir? But you know what? I've never been in jail a single time.
I should think it's hard to land in jail when you're so harmless. Yes, well, if you're in jail, you don't have to pay for your own meals, you know. Don't get any funny ideas, detective.
Too late, already did.
Be Gumshoe, do crime, I guess. Joke's on him, though. Police officers can never get prosecuted for any crimes. In any case, I guess I'll have to come back here later. Ha, indeed, Goggles. Ha, indeed. That camera is meant to monitor everything that happens in here, and right now, it's pointed straight at the guard. The guard is staring at me with a puzzled expression on his face. Me, and the badge on my lapel. I get the feeling he recognises me. Okay. Guess there's still more in the, Alright, I need to show her the letter, don't I? Do you know anything about this old crumpled up letter? Is that addressed to Iris?
Yep, it clearly says to Iris on it.
I can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. Ah, so Sister Bikini doesn't know anything about it. this poor girl. Where could she have gone?
Well, we checked out her home and she's not there.
And she's not in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be.
Do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream?
Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective?
I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ironic. I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. She's a very important visitor, you know. An honoured acolyte. Honoured? How so? Her fey name is synonymous with the Kurain channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed.
Now you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the Kurain channeling technique.
Detective, I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midi-chlorians. Okay, to be fair, that is a timeless pop culture reference. Pixel, you'd have thought he became a pessimist after the whole thing with his father, the gun, and the elevator. Yeah, I thought the whole dad murder thing would have really been what sort of lowered his mood a bit, you know? But what do I know?
So it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
That's got nothing to do with it. It's all my fault. Me and my stupid back. Mr. Elise has been murdered, an important acolyte is trapped, and a little girl has been lost.
You know, you really shouldn't be so negative. It creates bad karma.
Quite right. I need to do some more training myself, I think. I think I'm going to call it here, because my voice is getting sore. And if I'm honest, I'm still kind of wiped out from last night. Obviously, my plan here was to tell everyone to pile into the D&D stream, but obviously since that had to be called off, we'll just find someone to raid. You're quite welcome, Al. Don't know if it's easier to see with a larger screen, but yep. Contacts. Goggles. Edgeworth.
What do you mean I have barely examined trauma?
Let's see who's live on a Friday evening. Yep, see you, Kiara. Thanks for dropping by. You're welcome, Goggles. Do I need to raid Kiara? Well, I'll have a look at who's streaming at the moment, but if you've got any recommendations, I'm listening to them. If Firefox would like to load. Kiara, Hypergenders. Now that's the name I can get behind. Okay, let's see who else is on. Yeah, pretty much everyone's playing Elden Ring. Well, I guess we'll give Oh wait, Tamina Can's streaming Spiritfarer. So I guess we'll give them a raise. Well, thanks everyone for dropping by. I'll be back on Monday with more Luigi's Mansion. I hope everyone has a lovely weekend, and not much else to say really. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to be working so much on my Lara Croft cosplay. But keep an eye on my Twitter for more news about that. And with that, I'll send you all off. Oh, thank you, Al. I'm sure it will be. Happy Brie Day. Ready in 3, 2, 1, and let's go.